My name is Stacey Neff. I was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and then moved around the country for my father's jobs, including St. Louis and Chicago. We finally settled in California, and that's where I spent then the remainder of my childhood. I went to RISD for my undergraduate degree. I got a degree in glass from RISD. Well, the first time I went into the glass shop, I went to RISD thinking I'd be a printmaker. And the first time I went into the glass shop, music was going, and it was really hot, and everybody was working together to make these great big pieces. And it was so exciting that I just wanted to get in there. So from then on, I was in glass. Over time, I've used blown glass, fused glass, cast glass, sandcast glass, epoxies, polyesters, fiberglass cloths, pigments, stone, steel, wood, clay, dirt, cement. And the other material that I got really interested in is recycled glass adobe. I've always made adobes. They're a regional material, and almost every artist that you're going to meet who's been here a long enough time has built something with adobes. When I was doing the recycled glass, I thought, well, what if we added, instead of adding sand as the aggregate, what if we add glass? So we did. To take you through one of my pieces from start through execution, I usually work in series. So each piece is a continuation of a dialogue I've been having artistically in the work already. The first one, Biomythology, explores a relationship between plant and animal that's neither plant nor animal, but is looking more at the gestural activities of life and then making up its own mythological, biological, botanical stories about them. Geotime was based on this whole idea that given enough time, even stones would breathe, and that time might be more fluid. There might be hummingbird time and stone time, that the time for the planet might be different than time as I perceive it. So that included the breathing stones and the star seeds, I think, were part of that series. Then we had Microcosmos is another one, and that's from Bela Bartok, who's a Russian composer that I like. And he did Microcosmos, which meant many small studies that make up a world, roughly. And so I thought that I would make many small studies that made its own little world. Whether I'm building a wall, making bricks, blowing glass, I'm the same person, I'm the same artist, and I'm putting the same artistry into it. And it's not all that different. So in the concept, in being someone who makes things, it's not limited to art. Like the art's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just a little part of this whole creative life that I get to enjoy. And whether it's working in the garden, making bricks, blowing glass, it's really not that different. What keeps me, and by extension my art here in Santa Fe, and does the area influence my art? I would have to say definitely on both accounts. The light and the culture. It's a different type of community than you find in other arts destinations. A lot of times there are different sects of an art scene, but here everybody kind of is in there together. So the painters, the sculptors, the older artists, the younger artists, the emerging artists, it's a mutually supportive kind of scene rather than it being a divisive scene, I have found.